The fastest way to improve your story. It's simpler than you think, and yet because it's so simple, it can be quite hard. I'm in grad school at USC for screenwriting, and last semester I had a really rough workshop where the assignment was to write a one-page story, bring it in, tell it. I did that, and I got blank stares. Not a good sign. That was the first time I'd really bombed. That was the day I learned the key to connecting with your audience is making sure they know what the character wants. And if your character doesn't have a want, then that's a problem. And that was what my teacher asked me. What does your main character want? And I knew what she wanted, but that wasn't enough. I had to make sure my readers knew so that they could be invested, so that they could care. So people have dreams in life. Usually one big dream. I have mine, you have yours. In fact, I think why you guys probably like watching this series, my vlog, is because I've expressed a big want. I want to be a professional screenwriter. So following my video and life is seeing if that want will come true. I call this big dream the blue skies dream, because if everything works out in the end and you get everything you want and it's blue skies and sunny days, that's what the dream that'll come true. So characters all have a blue skies dream, and their want is an action they believe will get them closer to their blue skies dream. And different wants say different things about characters. For example, 2 Disney movies, The Little Mermaid and Mulan. Ariel wants to be a human, a part of that world, so she can be with Eric. This tells us things about her. She's adventurous, she's romantic, she's not afraid to shoot for the impossible. Mulan is a very different character though, and thus she has a very different character want. She wants to pretend to be her ailing father's son so that she can fight in the war in his place. This tells us things about her. She's brave, she's fiercely loyal, not just to her family but to her country. And the more you can make us believe that the character really wants this, the more we'll relate to your character, identify them, and ultimately like them. Even if a character's want isn't something we'd want, we can still identify with it and want it for them. For example, I just recently saw the movie Creed. I loved it. Adonis has a dream of becoming a professional boxer. That's what he wants. I would never want that. I don't ever want to be in a boxing match. But because I understand why it's his dream, I can want it for him. And main character wants also apply to TV shows. Game of Thrones, it's an ensemble, lots of main characters, but someone always wants to win the Iron Throne. Reality TV also has character wants. In most reality TV shows, it's that each contestant wants to win. So try this as an exercise. If you have a story you're struggling with, or a new story you want to start working on, write down what it is your main character wants in the story. Then show whatever you have written of your story to someone, a friend. Ask them what they think the main character want is, and see if they got it. If they didn't get it, they were probably having thoughts like, what's the point of this story? Why am I reading this? What am I waiting for? And it should be to find out if the character gets that want. And it's important that it's a strong single want, not a lot of little wants or a lot of big wants. Because if you have a lot of big wants, then they're kind of all not that important. One big want for your main character. So on Twitter, I asked you guys to tell me some of your favorite movies. And I'm gonna go through a bunch of different stories and name what it is the main character wants. And hopefully you'll be able to see how that plays into why you care about that character and why you care about that story, and finding out if they get what they want. Shrek wants to live on his swamp in peace. Zootopia. Judy Hopps wants to be a real police officer, even though no rabbit has ever done that. Gone Girl. Nick Dunn wants to find his wife Amy and prove that he is not the man who killed her. 500 Days of Summer. Tom wants to get Summer back, and he says so in the first scene of the movie. I don't want to get over her. I want to get her back. The Martian. Mark Watney wants to survive on Mars long enough so he can catch a ride back to Earth and not die. Juno wants to find great adoptive parents for her baby. Almost Famous. Will wants to do the assignment Rolling Stone gave him and interview Stillwater. The Breakfast Club. The Brat Pack wants to get through this Saturday in detention as painlessly as possible. Ocean's 11. Danny Ocean wants to steal from Terry Benedict's Las Vegas casino so he can win his wife back. Wild. Cheryl Strayed wants to hike the Pacific Crest Trail in order to get her life back on track. Drive. Ryan Gosling's character, the driver, wants to protect Irene and her son. Simple. Little Miss Sunshine, which is an ensemble movie, so each character has their own want, but the big want is Olive wants to win the Little Miss Sunshine pageant. Kill Bill. She wants to kill Bill. This relates to that video I made called the dramatic question game. A dramatic question is basically a yes or no question that sums up the big what's gonna happen element to your story. Watch it here, I'll put it here. Yeah, okay. I hope this was helpful. Let me know below in the comments if you have questions about this or other questions relating to telling stories and writing. So next time I'll talk about how character needs play into wants. Because while a character may want X, he or she may need Z, something completely different. Shrek, for example, wants to be alone on his swamp, but what he needs is to let other people in his life and live with other people on his swamp, like Fiona. So this means the main character might not actually get what they want in the end, but it can still be a satisfying ending if they get what they need. Okay, well, that's all I have for you today. Take care.